Peace, y'all. It's your brother Inflict, INFL, IKT. How y'all doing today? I got a good word for y'all from one of my favorite books on the whole planet. It's right here. The Complete Mystical Works of Meister Eckhart. Meister Eckhart was a 14th century mystic, philosopher, teacher, theologian, preacher. And these are actually his sermons. And there's one line from a sermon that has always stuck with me. There's quite a few. And I won't lie, the book is very dense. Like, his sermons are for real. Like, you got to read them multiple times to really dip into it and really let it absorb into you. But this is a great one of the best ones. And I'm going to read it for y'all. It says this: to serve God with reverence is good. To serve out of love is better. But to have reverence and love together is best of all. To have a restful or peaceful life in God is good. To bear a life of pain and patience is better. But, this is the line I love: to have peace in the midst of pain is the best of all. My friends, to have peace in the midst of pain is the best of all. Listen, no matter what in life, pain is inevitable. I believe it was the Buddha that said pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. My friends, we're going to deal with trials, tribulations, pain. And if we can have peace, this is something we have to learn. This is not innate to the human experience. When we suffer or when we have pain, we tend to suffer, meaning the pain hurts. Let's say the initial cut of a knife, but then afterward, if you rub that cut, if you don't take care of it, if you let it just fester, if maybe you let crap get into it, you know what I'm saying by that? That's where the suffering comes in. And when you start thinking about, why did that person stab me? I mean, I guess you should think that. Or let's say you just, you cut yourself. Oh, I was so stupid. And then you go over and over and you relive it. That is the suffering, my friends. And so to have peace in the midst of pain is to end suffering. Suffering can lead to peace. But there's a lot of suffering that's just unnecessary. It's us humans just constantly going over, ruminating, thinking about how we were hurt, how we were victimized. And this is where you get the victim mentality from. It's when you go over and over and over again all the difficulties that you've endured, or even just one difficulty. My friends, I'm going through difficulties myself right now, and I can suffer deeply by reliving certain difficult moments. The word trauma gets thrown around a lot nowadays, and I understand. There is trauma. There's severe trauma that happens, and sometimes it happens and we don't really honor it as such, and I definitely get that. But if we continually feed a narrative of poor me, I'm a victim, I've been traumatized, you will never find peace amidst pain. And you will always have pain, my friends, to the very end. No matter how enlightened you are, how much you meditate, how much you pray, how much you serve, whatever you think is going to alleviate your pain, your heartache, your difficulty. Friends, the deeper you love, which you would think would protect you from pain, it does not do that. Love brings you right to the pain and puts it right in your face and sticks it right in your eye. You know what I mean? If you lived any number of years, you know what I mean by that. It's inevitable, my friends. But that is not the final word. The final word can be peace. And I love one of the acronyms for peace from my man, the Resurrected. He said, positive energy activates constant elevation. And another one is positive energy always corrects errors. So my friends, you might feel mired in the mud. You might feel like you're sinking. I won't lie, I feel like that right now. But the more we fight, the more we and add to our suffering, we'll never find peace. And so to find peace amidst pain, there is nothing like that, my friends. There is nothing more that you could possibly gain in this life than to find peace in the midst of pain. May we be able to do that. My friends, we can do that. Believe in yourself and believe that there's a higher purpose to what's going on in your life. Peace, my friends. I love y'all. Be easy.